Alright, hello everyone, welcome in to the 4-Digit World Cup 2023. It's time for the round of 16 here. We have a loser's bracket round 1 match between Malaysia and Finland coming up for us right now. It's gonna be me and nautzz on the desk. Hello nautzz, good morning. After an accidentally canceled match earlier in another tournament we cast.
Yeah, good morning. I don't know what, I mean, people be not reading. It's,
Yep.
What else can you say? Well, I mean, it's set to be a pretty good match here between two pretty closely seeded teams in 27th and 22nd, at least going by that. I think, just looking at the names on the roster, Finland are favored quite heavily, at least in my eyes. I think they did not have Zeppe, as far as I know, for qualifiers, so pretty consequential player. Probably gonna be a whole lot more convincing in bracket.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing them be more convincing. Hopefully, both teams, I think, at their full power right now. We'll see. The only people in the lobby right now are Ambacetic and Chiu, so you know, classic rank 5000 matchup between these two players. Classic matchup. Classic matchup for the roles. We'll see. We'll see what the picks and bans actually end up being. I'm a little unfamiliar, honestly, with some of the maps in this map pool, but it'll work out. It'll work out.
I've played plenty of it, so
yeah,
I got you covered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what is the picking and banning looking like for these teams? I mean, I know a lot of the players on these teams, but I feel like I don't really know how they work together as a full squad.
I'll say I feel a bit more confident making statements about Finland, but I'm not sure about Malaysia, which kind of complicates things in terms of bans. Like I don't really know. What would you say Malaysia's roster would like? What would the inclination be? I mean, she was a hidden player, right? I believe.
I feel like everyone on this roster is like a hidden player, but at the same time, I also see Finland's roster, and I see it like.
Yeah, they got plenty of hidden.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of a toss-up mod between these two teams. So we'll see what actually ends up happening there. Aside from that, I feel like these teams are both kind of good at similar things. I feel like you have a relatively good speed roster for Finland, relatively good speed roster for Malaysia, relatively good hidden rosters for both teams, and I think like their aim mechanics are just kind of not really a thing for either of these rosters too. Like I feel like these are the same team twice.
I will say I would probably give Finland the edge on the HR pool broadly. I'd say the HR pool overall is harder than any other mod pool, and specifically HR2. HR2 is very hard, and I think Finland should have a bit higher of a skill cap. At least I would think so. Some of the players on the roster can really perform great on the harder maps, and even something like ADS Precision. Ataraxia and Zeppe really stand out to me because performing quite well on that.
See if maybe there's a Hard Rock ban from Malaysia then. The Hard Rock 2 is like the hardest map in the pool, right? So there's going to be a ban in the Hard Rock 2. It's probably the Hard Rock 2. Hard Rock 1, not necessarily aim either. You have like, I think I played that for a tournament in Hidden one time. It's basically light tech with some really spiky flow aim in particular sections.
Yes, the middle. Yeah, the middle of the map is gonna gatekeep everyone's scores. Basically.
Yeah, especially on Hard Rock. That's a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Hidden, it's pretty doable with Hidden. Hard Rock, it's a little tough. Waiting on Malaysia to ban real quick. Hopefully that comes through soon. As they only have so much time to ban, but see what it ends up eventually being. At that point, I think we also get first pick from Malaysia. Okay, will end up being the Hard Rock too. So good call there. No Hard Rock. And I think aside from that, I feel like these rosters are pretty similar. I feel like there's not a lot of nuance to the discussion on these teams. Like, all of the players are pretty good at similar stuff, except yeah. There are pretty good Hard Rock players on Finland.
Yeah. I'd say picks though is a bit harder to predict. Especially in the beginning here when there's so many options and we have nothing to go off of in the match. It's real hard to say what they might be going for here. Depending on how confident they are going into Hidden 2 might be something. Picking one of the easier maps in the pool and relying on consistency is something you could do. Or Free Mod 3. Free Mod 3 is the other like easier option in the pool where you're relying on consistency. So that's pretty fair pick. You know, you ban skill cap, one of the hardest maps in the pool, the hardest map in the pool, almost certainly, and pick into one of the easiest maps in the pool.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like, I don't know, everyone has played this, right? Like, even before this tournament started, everyone has played this map.
Yeah.
The reading requirements are not that big. The precision requirements are not that big on this either. Like, it used to be considered a hard map like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know if it was considered hard in 2020 either. But like 4 or 5 years ago, this used to be considered a hard pick, and then everyone got good, and now this map is like really, really easy for most tournament players because there's no like memorization reading patterns, and there's no like disgusting tech finger control slider patterns on Hard Rock. So like, it's just sort of, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. I think pretty much all of these players are going to do fine on it. I don't know if we're going to see like double full combos or anything from either of these teams, but you know, there will be respectable scores on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's maps like this end up just being like 1 FC, 2 close to FCs, like 1-2 misses, and then like a wild card score where someone might int, maybe, but usually doesn't, and also just gets like 600. One of the 600s is guaranteed to be the hidden player because, yeah. The big thing on the anti-mod is just the hidden player misses somewhere and gets 600k. God, I hate hidden.
Any other hidden enjoyers? Love hidden. Great mod. Fantastic. Ernie Klein is
everyone who says they love hidden just has Stockholm syndrome. Like they actually they've spent too much time around it.
Well, God bless the players. We actually get a perfect mirror on both teams. Hidden in the first slot, Hard Rock in the third slot, and then no mod in both the other ones. So, great job to the players. You perfectly mirrored for the first free mod. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up through the rest of the match. That's what I like to see.
Beautiful.
Yeah, DuoX and Kalanlu on the hidden, MQ and Oxulus on the Hard Rock. Not really any surprises there. Laffy with the first miss for Malaysia on the first pick. Very early on, though, so probably not going to matter. That said, they've got 92, 93 accuracy now. So definitely a bit of a rough start there to this pick for Laffy. Hopefully they can bring that back up to par with the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, they're really going to need to. Given that it's one of the easier maps, AC is pretty consequential.
Other than Laffy, everyone's still holding the full combo right now, halfway through. I'm going to get into one more kind of difficult section soon here. More of those kind of finger control hybrid sections that usually forces out a miss by somebody who is on hidden or Hard Rock, one of the two. Okay, another finger control section. Still nobody else missing anywhere. Floppy also still holding on. There goes Exulis, and I feel like that just ends the map now. That is the only miss. I didn't know if we were going to get a two-way full combo. We're on track for a four-way FC right now from Finland. Ah, finally.
Yeah, there you go.
I managed
there
it.
You
there
go.
it is. That's what I'm talking about. Still got it, baby.
Who could have guessed it? It's the hidden player. It's.
Oh, and a nomad player. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, low AR just... honestly, this is a map where I almost feel like you should just overmod HR and accept that there's potential to miss at the end on that one big pattern that MQ just hit on HR, actually. Respect.
Oh, and there goes Anesthetic. So we will see no two-way full combo from either of these teams by the end of the map. And MQ actually full comboing with Hard Rock. That is a 6 score. Chiu with the FC on Nomad as well. Looking really, really good. But, yeah, the rest of Finland just better than the rest of Malaysia. And unfortunately, a couple of early misses for everyone except for Chiu is going to mean that Finland takes that first pick and is now up a break point to start things off.
Kind of a painful start for Malaysia. I think the pick from them made a whole lot of sense, just didn't end up working out, didn't do enough. Gonna make it hard to reason about where to go next. Finland, however, will not have much of any difficulty reasoning about where to go next after the HR2 ban, and also presumably wanting to abuse the fact they likely have a higher skill cap and just pick the harder stuff in the pool in general. HR1 gonna work out very well.
Yeah, we were just talking about this map, weren't we? This is,
yes.
This is the hard map. This is a very hard map. I feel like the Hard Rock pool is very difficult this weekend.
Yes.
Compared to like all of the other mod pools. Good for Finland. Very bad for Malaysia. Yeah. This is a tough map. My ghost memory just restarted for some reason. That's cool. Thank you. Anyway, this map's really hard. I got the second ever hidden full combo on this map when it just came out, and we were practicing for tournament, and I just was kind of amazed because I expected to perma 500k this map because of the patterns in the middle, like you were talking about before.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just RNG'd hitting them once and was like, holy shit, oh my god, that's a good score. So I am really interested to see if Nemq in particular is going to RNG hit those patterns.
I think even if you hit those, when you're actually playing this HR, it is still hard to combo through, especially those doubles that the map has. They're pretty spaced actually, especially in the feel pretty difficult in the second half especially. But even if you do RNG the part, you hit the part, I think actually getting the FC is really tough on HR. So we're kind of unlikely to see. I think we'll see some people combo through there though. Definitely.
Well, if Kung Kung Kitsune decides to load in, I don't think they're going to. Nope. Okay. Good stuff. Thank you, Oz.
We are still on the
yes.
map screen. Yes.
There we are.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. Kung Kung Kitsune, Chiyu, Chibi Maruko, and Duo X for Malaysia. Anesthetic, Zape, Sampo, and Nemq for Finland, hoping to take their own first pick and keep the breakpoint alive. Keep the no tiebreaker dream alive for this match. Hey, nobody breaking in the intro, so good start for everyone. This is pretty much the easiest part of the map, but still, good start. Everyone at least comfortable enough with this map, so probably only breaks on actual hard sections for this one. One more of these light consistency sections. Depay actually missing on a little bit of the flow aim there. Will be matched by Chibi Maruko on the side of Malaysia. And Chiyu actually also finding multiple drops now. Here's the super high spacing section that we've been talking about so far. Sampo and Nemkyu also dropping. It's Kong Kong Kitsune and Amusetic with the only full combos left intact.
Amusetic! Oh my god. Misses on the very last, like, low spacing burst. Out of the hard part. Kong Kong Kitsune now. Looking to carry this for Malaysia. Actually, huge solo carry potential here. Just needs to get through this section here with some slightly off rhythm. I think the 1/3 that hits after one of the bursts especially is something to look out for. There, no, Kong Kong Kitsune drops some act, but actually hits it.
Yeah, this part with the 1/3 right after the burst, or vice versa, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, this part is really difficult. Really awesome score from Kong Kong Kitsune, and you can see just how happy he is to be hitting these patterns. Pretty much the only hope for his team right now. You look at the combo from Amusetic and Nemkyu, and if Kong Kong Kitsune drops, it's pretty much all over for Malaysia. So there is massive pressure on this full combo right now for Kong Kong Kitsune. Chiyu and Chibi Maruko miss again as well. Duo X also resets again. So it is all on Kong Kong Kitsune to carry this pick for Malaysia. Even then, it might not be enough with the constant resets from the rest of the team. Chibi Maruko drops again. And there goes Kong Kong Kitsune. Nemkyu will drop as well, but Amusetic holds through those slider jumps. And that is probably enough to swing it back to Finland's side, unless the drop comes through right now. It is going to go over. Amusetic to hold through the ending. As the only combo intact in the entire lobby. Chiyu also with a little bit of combo here at the end, but not nearly enough, as Amusetic makes it into the ending with a 1,000+ combo. And Kong Kong Kitsune, despite the ridiculous pop-off on this map, no help LeBron, unfortunate. The rest of Finland just better. That is going to make the difference. 2-0 for Finland to start things off.
I mean, this is also a 1 miss from Amusetic, I believe. I think there was only the 1 break. It's a very good score. No, 2 miss. I guess he dropped 2 misses on that burst.
Yeah.
But only the one real break of combo. Almost.
Just, yeah, that map is really hard to hold nerves on as well. Like, it's not just, oh, hit the jumps. It's, okay, hit everything. Hit every type of pattern in the map. And pray you don't shit miss on the smallest of things going into the ending. Really, really tough pick to FC, and Kong Kong Kitsune doing a lot, but it's very hard. Very hard to full combo a map like that, so understandable to break near the end. And Amusetic as well, holding through the slider jumps is even what brought Finland to the win, right? If Amusetic breaks as well on the slider jumps alongside Nemkyu, then it doesn't really matter that Kong Kong Kitsune breaks there, and Finland still does not take that point. So a lot of things going wrong for Malaysia, going right for Finland during that map to get them that point. feel like we probably see some other relatively simple map next up from Malaysia. I don't actually know what's in the Hidden 2, but okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if you're picking AR8 first, maybe you just pick it again. And it seems like that is going to be the move for Malaysia. Going back into the low AR Hidden once more.
I guess they were just kind of locked into these picks. I was thinking, like, maybe you don't want to do this because Finland did better on the consistency of Fremont 3. And given that, I mean, that's all you're going to be able to rely on this. Like, average scores are going to be really high. You have to combo until the end, minimum, pretty much. I don't know. It's likely just out of a lack of really anything else to go for.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Hoping that they have, you know, hoping that they have other picks left after this. That's all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, main event of this map being the bleeps at the end. It's a funny rhythm. Some people have called it memorization. I wouldn't quite go so far as to say that. I think it's tough, and really the only major reading challenge of the map, in my opinion, other than like the very beginning having kind of strange rhythm on perfect stacks. But yeah, other than that, the vast majority of the map is just perfect stacked triples and 5-note bursts, so not really a reading challenge until the end.
We'll see how well these players can hold up on the perfect stack Hidden 2. God knows I'd already be chain missing.
I mean, we have two people already struggling a bit in Duo X and Erasm in the very beginning there, as I mentioned. Oh, Zeppe. Oh, right. Yeah, there is also an off kind of rhythm there where he broke.
Oh, and there goes Chiyu. I feel like this is going to be the story of this map, though, because, like, even if it's not a reading challenge, the fact that it's perfect stacks, perfect overlap, low AR hidden is just already enough to make most players miss. There goes Zep and Nev also.
I mean, the problem is this is the section that you're just supposed to be comboing, and it's kind of disastrous for Malaysia that none of them were. But now finally starting to build up some combo. Zeppe breaking also really helps their case. Okay, well, short map, and we are coming up on the ending, the harder section.
Throwing in the 5-note bursts alongside the triples now in this map. Zep's gonna find a drop there as well. Nev will trade it. Zeppe will trade it. Erasm and Duo X also break. It's Chiyu versus Sampo now with Kalanlu finding the drop. But there's a 250,000 score lead for Finland, and there goes Chiyu, and there goes their third point. Finland going to be up 3-0 to start this match as Sampo finds the full combo on Hidden 2. Very, very good score for him. 880k from Kalanlu as well on the S rank. It's just team diff. It's just team diff this time around.
Yeah.
There's no simple hard carry for any one of these players. It is 400k, 500k for the other two players on Finland, and just really, really good scores for the top two. Pretty much instant Premod 2 pick for Team Finland now.
Premod 2, not really along the same lines as the HR1 pick. Not really skill cap, just I guess, technical, to use as nebulous a descriptor as I possibly can. I don't know. It's it throws some stuff at you, and it spikes quite a bit at the very ending.
It's like tech alt finger control reading, right? Like,
yeah,
you know.
just throw all the words in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's I mean it's perfect as a kind of as a free mod pick to fill out a free mod pool. You're just kind of doing a lot of things, you know, a bit. You're doing a bit of it, but not going too crazy with it. I think modded players have all overall looked better on this one than the no mods. No mod is a bit of a pain with some of the stacks in this map. But I don't know. It's not really skill cap, but I mean, Finland has just been team gapping so far, so there's reason to believe that they will just do so again and just be more consistent. They don't really need the maps to be all too terribly hard.
No, and they already won on the Hard Rock one, so I feel like, you know, just plus I feel like it's very weird that Finland banned the Nomad 4 and then is now picking Hard Rock 1 Free Mod 2. Is that weird to anyone else? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, it might be just they might just be hating a little bit.
Perhaps.
Nomad 4, people have not been very big fans of it, so.
I see. Well, see how this one goes for both of these teams. A double hidden over mod for both teams. On Hard Rock, on Konkon Kitsune and Zepe. No Nemq this time around for Finland to take the Hard Rock. Q and Amacetic on the Nomad. Zeph, Irauzum, Sampo, and Kalanlu on the hidden. Last map is anything to go off. Sampo and Kalanlu are ready to go on the hidden mod. So, forward to seeing what they do on it. That said, everybody pretty much holding on to full combos, no problem. Act lead for Finland at the moment. Not by much, though. Big act lead for, well, actually small act lead for Zepe over Konkon Kitsune. Both the Hard Rock players really struggling on accuracy right now. Chiyu to find the first drop. It's for Malaysia on the Nomad. Amacetic who hold the full combo, 99% accuracy, and that's now where a lot of the score lead is going to come from. Same for Irauzum versus either Sampo or Kalanlu. Two hidden full combos intact for Finland. And only one FC left standing for Malaysia now. It's Zeph versus the world over halfway through the map. 400,000 score lead already with the four-way full combo still intact for Finland. There goes Amacetic, finally to drop one of them. But 3 modded players and 3 full combos left standing for Finland right now against just Zeph for Malaysia and a 600,000 score lead. He couldn't even make up the difference if he tried. This one's done. This one's over already.
This one is very much done. Okay, we'll see how many people break on the pattern at like 880 combo or whatever. Or maybe we won't. Okay, we will.
Okay,
yeah,
we will see.
There you go.
The
there you go.
The
whole lobby.
The entire lobby except for Amacetic resets their combo at the end. And,
it's basically just the rhythm is really dumb in that one place. And yeah, pretty easy to break on.
Apparently, yeah. Once more, the team gap for Finland. Zeph can keep up, but the rest of Malaysia is stuck down in 400k. And Finland is all 500k plus. The worst score coming out from Amacetic at 577k. Still better than everybody besides Zeph for Malaysia. So that's how you know it's team gap. And Finland is up 4-0 right now. Ready to close it out. Malaysia with the next pick. But the first 2 have not been good. And they need to win 5 in a row to stay in the loser's bracket here. Is a loser's bracket match. It is do or die for both of these teams. Looking a lot more like die for Malaysia than Finland right now, however, as they are down 4-0. They need to win 5 in a row just to stay alive.
And I have no idea where they go from here, pick-wise. It's, I guess if we're picking easier maps in the pool and trying to rely on consistency, even though Finland seems to have been beating them out on that so far, I guess DT1 would be the option then.
Yeah.
I almost feel like you have to go for a long shot, risk, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to do it at some point anyways, given the situation here, so might as well just do it now.
Yeah, neither of these teams have picked speed so far, so I feel like, you know, hey, the low AR stuff is not working for you. Tech and alt is also clearly Finland's wheelhouse as opposed to yours, so pick something, anything that is different from what you have already picked so far and what Finland has already picked so far. You have basically all of the mechanics maps that are left up right now, right? Nomad 1, Nomad 2, DT, all the DT maps. I don't know if 3mod 1 is a mechanics map as well.
3mod 1 is mechanics. It's speed. It's yeah, okay, it is the DT1. They're just they are just picking into the easiest maps in the pool. I think they've picked, if you were to like list out the 3 easiest maps in the pool, I think they picked every single one of them. So in the Hidden 2, 3mod 3 and DT1. So they will just be doing that. Again, kind of scary because, I mean, basically the minimum, the bare minimum on this is to have like an FC and 2 800Ks, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's standard is really high on this, and I don't know if Malaysia is really, if they can really live up to that standard right now.
Well, they're going to have to. Otherwise, it is game over. They do have Zeph in the lobby. Probably a guaranteed full combo. I really don't see Zeph missing on a map like this. But that is one of multiple that you probably have to get against this Finland roster, right? Like, they have looked really good so far on a lot of picks. The Hard Rock one in particular comes to mind, where they had like a 3-way or 4-way full combo until 75% of the way through the map, right? So
yeah.
Sorry, not the Hard Rock one. The Fremont 3.
Fremont 3, yeah.
Fremont 3, yeah. One. Yeah, Hard Rock 1 was where Konko Kitsune almost pulled off the God mode, but yeah, the Fremont 3 comes to mind for Finland, where like even on some of these easier maps, unless you are really, really consistent as a team overall and just able to put up many, many good scores, you're probably not competing with Finland's roster on them anyway. So it needs to be a very good team performance for Malaysia. All right, we do have rosters in. Konko Kitsune, Exulis, Zeph, and Laffy in for Malaysia. Sampo, Nemq, Amasetic, and Zape in for Finland. That's a scary speed roster on the side of Finland. I'm not as familiar.
Yeah, they got an incredible roster for this, really.
Yeah.
Amasetic, Zepe, Sampo, or Ataraxia. Just looking so good. I honestly don't know about Nemq on how he is on stuff like this, but he's presumably great on it, so
I mean, this map is easy enough.
It is,
where
yes,
like
that
this,
too.
Like, this is an aim map with bursts, right? Like, let's be real about this one. This is like basic DT aim with some bursts in it.
And it is not 10.3 either.
No, it is AR-10 flat. Very easy to read. Something that NemQ is very comfortable with, obviously. Been in for all of the Hard Rocks so far.
Yeah.
I think there was one that he was not in for. Although it might not have been Hard Rock.
The free mod?
Yes. Yeah.
I think the free mod, yeah.
Yeah, the free mod.
They went double hidden on it, so makes sense. Well, FC's all across the board for the time being, and might be seeing that for a while even.
We should be seeing it for a while. Any misses at this point are really bad, so please don't miss. There are a couple of sections where you have doubles. I think they're right before each of the KI times. I feel like those are places where players can miss, and aside from that, it's really just shit missing. Like, everybody looks comfortable enough on this. We're all at 99% accuracy, aside from NemQ. So I feel like if you're going to see misses anywhere, it's probably on the doubles right before the KI times, or you're just shit missing on aim.
I mean, one of the longer bursts can also catch someone out. That section is one you can definitely draw back on, but yeah, still FC's Anesthetic, actually, of all people. First player to break in the lobby.
Another miss for Anesthetic actually comes through on the KI time, and that is very, very good for Malaysia. They just have to hold on to the full combos they already have. This map doesn't really spike. It doesn't really get any harder or easier at any point. Pretty much all the same difficulty. There's more bursts in this section, but you can mash through these. There's no spacing to them at all, and everyone on Malaysia able to hold on to the full combos. 3 FCs for Finland, 4 for Malaysia. Zapay, I think, is very confused at why Anesthetic doesn't have a full combo right now.
Well, I will say that even for this map, this is an exceptionally good performance for Malaysia. But they do find the one break. I think it's too late. I think it is just clearly too late. There's a 300k gap or so between Axelis and the 250k gap between him and Anesthetic. Plenty of margin. The 3-way FC for both teams here, but Axelis just missed in a better spot.
Yep. Yep, better accuracy for Anesthetic, but matching AC for NemQ and Axelis right now also. Nobody above 99 by the end of that map. Everybody kind of mashing through some of the longer bursts there near the end, but still very good AC for a lot of players in this lobby. Very well done from Malaysia to get their first point on the board and take one. And now we're on to Goddish again. Nomad 3 picked up here for Finland. Goddish for the second week in a row, but it's a normal song this time.
It's an actual song this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if the rest of this match is anything to go off, Finland is much better on ult and aim control stuff than Malaysia is. So you're definitely favoring them on this kind of thing. See if that actually ends up holding true.
I do think there's a whole lot more snap aim involved in this one, and it is a whole lot less consistently difficult than the free mod pick. You know, I think it's perfectly plausible that a team just 4-way breaks in like one of the KIs, and the other team comes through with like 1 or 2 combos and is all of a sudden very competitive on it. I do still favor Finland on it, of course, but I do think Malaysia has a shot. There's a reason why this was left for later.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pedal. Or, no, this is a Saros set actually. Okay, played the pedal set of this, but I thought it was that set because of the background.
You could be forgiven for confusing the two. They have
like
rather similar mapping styles, so.
Well,
yes, there's also a million sets. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that this is all that tricky or difficult, so I agree this is a good map to leave for later for Finland. That said, Malaysia, if they have a good enough roster on this, can definitely upset. One more sub coming in for Malaysia. It looks like Exula is going to be stepping in. Hong Kong Kitsune Chiyu and Zeph to join them. Sampo, Anesthetic, Kalanlu, and Nev for Finland. No surprise to see Ataraxia and Amacetic stay in. Kalan Lunev, I think, also makes sense for something like this. And once again, my tournament client will not load. All four right from the start. Forced to panic. Okay, I was going to say, why are even fewer of them loading this time? All these maps of Goddish are structured pretty similarly. You've got some kind of representation, like right here with the buzz sliders, for that sort of sound. And you've got lots of, in this case, kind of snappy game control throughout the rest of it. Very easy patterning to start until you get to the first Ki time, and then the Ki's are pretty hard. Ev with a very early miss, though, before we even get into that Ki time. During the part of the map where you're really not supposed to miss. This is where
it was on like the only actual space pattern of the part.
That's true.
So
that's true.
If you're gonna miss on anything there, it doesn't make sense. Nev is looking a little bit uncomfortable. He is.
He no longer gets a pass. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I'm seeing his aim kind of flow the patterns rather than snapping them, and he's just slipping off. Yeah, not doing too great. Kalan Lu, Amacetic,
okay.
Chiyu also all break, and yeah, I mean, kind of what I thought might happen has happened, it seems.
Yeah, this is what we meant by the Ki's are hard, guys. The Ki times are very difficult. Konka, Kitsune, Zep, and Sampo, Ataraxia.
Amacetic is not happy.
Left.
Amacetic did the classic pissed off cursor spin. It's
the guy is pretty good at alt maps. I've faced that guy on alt maps in grand finals map pools before. He is quite good on them. I can see why he's upset at missing on this map.
I mean, it is a little bit upsetting to low roll in this situation, especially when Malaysia just I don't know what to say, mid-rolled, not necessarily high-rolled. they got the two combos still, only the one on Finland.
Oh my Ataraxia! What are you doing? What did he miss on? Oh my god!
I mean, Malaysia's still in this. Yeah,
talk about a low roll or what, man?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean, just an insane low roll for Finland, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna chalk this up to a bit of misfortune, you know, and a bit of fortune perhaps on the side of Malaysia. Doing quite well here for Konkan Kitsune and Zeph. We were going to need to see some pretty good performances actually out of Finland to compete with this. It's decent in spite of the lackluster supporting scores here.
Oh, okay, wait a second. Everyone on Malaysia has broken except for Zeph now. You have big combo on Kalanlu and Amacetic now, who...
the map is about to end, though.
Yeah,
if Zeph broke, that was like the key thing here.
Yeah.
If Zeph also broke,
if he got like 750k instead of a mil,
yes, yeah,
it was doable.
I cannot believe Finland just lost this because of that one break by Ataraxia.
That pick was instant.
That is horrendous. That is, yeah. I think they should have just picked Nomad 2 or something. I don't think it was the move. I mean, maybe they don't have a fourth for the Nomad 2. I'm not sure. I think
Finland is low rolled the Nomad 3, honestly.
Well, they did. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Like,
I still don't. I never felt great about the pick.
Yeah. I don't know. Amacetic should probably be full comboing that map, and Ataraxia should probably not be slider breaking during the absolute Boblo slowest part of the song.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean that one is truly. It's just because I think that it's a volatile pick, like it is, because there's basically two hard parts, and if you miss in either of them, your score is
really bad.
Like
Yeah.
ruined. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I never really loved the pick. I would have liked to see something more consistently difficult. That I just think Nomad 2 would have been a better option most likely. But DT2 is going to be the pick for Malaysia, going off the victory on DT1, seeming rather comfortable on that stuff. I guess if they're up to the task of playing this VPM as well, why not? It's the bursts never get too long, so gonna be able to, you know, you can kind of assume they can play this too. Pre-mod 1 maybe not so much, but DT2 definitely.
Yeah, we are out of the easy maps though now. I will note, like Nomad 3 is kind of the last one, right? Like Mind Disorder is not particularly easy. This map is not.
Well, actually, Nomad 1 exists, but Nomad 1 is Nomad 1.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
And it's also an Azunyan map, so like it's low star rating Grand Senpai, right? Like it's not like there's any particularly easy parts of the map. It's just a Nomad 1. So it ends up being
the thing I will say that
Nomad 1 rather than the map.
It is exceptionally comfortable to play, even though the spacing is very big. So I would say it's a bit scary for that, but honestly, might be something for Malaysia to go for if Zeph and Kong Kitsune especially are feeling good about their aim, then might be like a.
I doubt they go for it just because Double Time 3 and Free Mod 1 exist, and we'll probably see them pick into one of those next instead of the No Mod 1.
Or actually,
they get
this is
through
their
map.
last pick, right?
No, they have one more. Oh no, this is their last pick. Yes.
Yeah, I just realized.
Yeah, the only pick we have left is Finland. Anyway, this map is not particularly easy. You can already see broken combos for now 2 players on Malaysia, Chibi Marco and Kong Kitsune, not starting out very well. Kind of need those combo. And Luffy misses with 99 accuracy on absolute air. Zeph is now the only full combo left for Malaysia. Already a quarter of the way to the map. 4 full combos left for Finland. Sampo, Amacetic, Nemq, and Zepe all holding. We do get into the more difficult section here right after this first breakdown part. When you start to get vocals again, you get lots and lots of consecutive bursts, and maybe we can see some more breaks from Finland. Amacetic to start them off with it. This is the part that gets more difficult than before. Zeph is going to break, though. Sampo will trade it, but it's Nemq and Zepe against only supporting combo from Malaysia right now.
Yeah, I mean, if Nemq and Zepe don't need to hold much longer to just seal the deal on this. They only need a little bit more.
Yeah.
We need at least one break from one of them.
At this point, I
there
think
to
we need
be
both
any-
to break. I mean, it's 3/4 of the way into the map, and it's break time. They see if they just hold a little bit longer, it's completely over. 400,000 score lead for Finland already. I mean, unless there's a break during the slow part, I think this is just over for Malaysia. Going to take some exceptional low rolling once again from Finland to lose this pick.
Yeah.
Does it happen again? Maybe. Doesn't seem like it, though. There goes Kong Kitsune, and there goes any chance of Malaysia winning it. That is GG.
Not going to be seeing any reverse sweep. It's would have been cool, I suppose.
Would have been very cool, but not meant to be this time around. 700,000 score lead by the end of the map for Finland, and that is the danger as you get to the end of the map pool. You no longer really get to pick exactly what you want to play. You have to pick whatever's left, and unfortunately for Malaysia, Finland had a pretty heavy point lead to start things off. They were already at match point for quite some time, and they will end up taking that match just due to needing to win only one map out of everything that was left in the pool. Very nice job to Finland.
Yeah, well played. Well-deserved victory, all things considered.